The exhibition, Printmaking in the Age of Romanticism, features about 170 works drawn principally from the gallery's collection, works which are permanently here in Sydney, but which very rarely have the opportunity to be shown and brought out for viewing. The exhibition includes works by some of the towering names of the Romantic movement, painters such as J.M.W. Turner, Constable, William Blake. In France we have Géricault and Delacroix, the two titans of French Romanticism. But the exhibition also includes a host of lesser known artists, particularly engravers who produced a lot of images which add to the extraordinary diversity of printmaking in this era. Artists turned to printmaking because it offered an alternative means of expression. They could create aesthetic effects in printmaking which they couldn't realise when working in other media, but it was also a way of making their works more widely known to a larger audience. It was a way of enhancing their reputation. One of the most important characteristics of Romanticism is that it allowed artists the freedom to express personal experience for the first time. It began around the last decades of the 18th century and it extended really right through the 19th century, and we find it expressed in the art of the 20th century and beyond. But it really achieved its heyday in the 1820s and 1830s. These are the decades that are considered the high point of the Romantic movement, and it is the period from which most of the works in this exhibition come from. What underpins all of the images is a real emotional commitment, such that we don't see in the art, in the printmaking of earlier periods. There's a sort of a visionary intensity that comes across and that really defines this period. The subject matter is so diverse, but I think it's all marked by this deep personal conviction and this new sense of imaginative opening up. There's a real influence that comes through of literary subject matter. In particular, Shakespeare is very important in this period. Shakespeare was important to the Romantics because there were so many irrational and fantastical and supernatural qualities to his works, and Romantic artists were very drawn to that kind of material. The idea that artists are these creative individuals who have a special insight into the world, and the idea that art is this expression of inner emotion is very much a product of the Romantic period. It has shaped the way that we think about artists and the way that art is produced.